shorty a baddie, yeah. Told her bring her friend. Pour up the Henny, yeah.
What's up, Melanin Mommies? I'm back again with another video. Today I just wanted to get back on here and start recording again because it's been such a long time, and my life is transitioning and I feel like a big way. So I would like to start documenting my journey again so you guys can see the process as I'm going through it, and also like maybe it can help somebody that's also feeling like out of place or not unsure of where they should be in like terms of their life's journey, because like that's my constant struggle, and I just want to kind of feel like stable in a way, like, because I just feel like all over the place. So to kind of like, I guess like give you a sense of where I'm at right now, I'm currently a para at a charter school. So last year I was able to focus specifically on childhood education. I would say specifically early childhood education. I've done I would say elementary age kids. I've been teaching them. At first I started out in like since we were coming in from COVID, we did you know how the virtual learning was split so that the kids weren't in school every day. They had cohorts. It was split up. Some days they were in school, some days they were out of school. So the days that they were out of school and the parents still needed to work, we were the place that they would come to on their virtual days, and we would assist them with homework, assist them with getting onto their class, and then afterwards we were to like create a science STEM lesson so that we were also contributing to their educational goals. And I feel like that really helped me to get a feel for what I guess a school would feel like. Not 100%, but a little bit. It gave me a feeling, and what grades I would like to focus on and what grades I would definitely not like to focus on. I think for me, being the type of person that I am, I don't do the talking back, and like, because by the time they're in like later elementary, like 4th and 5th grade, that's when their personality has really set in. They are coming into being a preteen, so they're more of a rebellious, like in their rebellious stage. So I was like, definitely not for me. They're not completely off the table, but I just know like I'm still navigating who I am, so somebody challenging me is not gonna go well right now. And like the younger crowd, I love babies, but like school age babies are kind of like a lot for me because they're still like whining, like I don't want to go to school. You have to really like, I guess, walk them through things and like really make them want to do stuff. A lot of persuasion, and I feel like that's a lot for me to take on, especially like just starting out. So I was like, yeah, no. So the perfect ages and grades for me is definitely 2 to 3rd. I mean 2nd to 3rd. 6 to 8, really. Yeah, 6 to 8 year olds. They're in a really middle stage. They're like coming from a baby. 1st grade was kind of like still kind of babyish, but 2nd grade, they know now what's expected of them, what they're supposed to do in school. 3rd grade, they're really in the middle, so it's like a weird space for them. But I also know that like how I felt in 3rd grade, because like in 3rd grade it was a big transition for me. Like I moved to a different city, so that period of my life is very like it stands out a lot to me, so I'm able to empathize and sympathize with them as well. So yeah, so I started off the year doing that. In January I switched jobs to focus on school, like school age kids. Then I had them in the summer program where like they switched this summer in New York, where the half of the day is spent learning because they were so behind due to COVID, so that they wanted to bring them back up to speed before they went to school full time. So I did that. It was really cool because I met a lot of different people, and like the teacher, I connected with the teacher. We found out that we knew mutual people. So like when you make connections with people, they're more likely to help you. So I was explaining like I wanted to be a teacher and stuff. So the teacher was like, okay, you want to be a teacher? Then we have a group of 30 kids. So in the morning, we'll split half of them up because we can't have them too close due to social distancing. They have to be 6 feet apart when they're eating, 3 feet apart when they're learning. So we'll split up half the class. I'll give you my lessons. You teach one half, I teach one half. And I was super grateful for her. Although like they ended up bringing in another teacher for some days to help her out. I was able to get a feel for what it was to lead a classroom. So after the learning portion in the morning, they were all mine. So I had to be super creative in order to find out activities and like ways to keep them occupied till 6 o'clock. Really, like it should have been like 5:30, but you know, parents have to work, so they get off, and was able to pick them up at 6 o'clock. So it was very challenging, but I know that like that extreme is not going to be the same as school, because like you're not having to like, it was very unorganized, I feel. So I had to pull things like out of my behind in order to keep them occupied. And I could say that they were very happy with me because no other class was having that much fun. Everybody else was like of course the babies have fun because they get to color all day. The kindergartners, first grade, they get to color all day. They don't have to do too much. But the older kids, they was like, yeah, I'm just gonna sit here on my phone. So that's what they did most of the day. So me and my third graders, we were doing stuff and we were having fun. Everybody was able to make new friends because some of the kids that were coming to that school for summer camp were like coming to the school for the first time. So this was their first time meeting friends, and I made it a safe space in order for them to like, you know, make a good transition. So now, fast forwarding to now, from the summer, I was able to make a connection with a coworker, and like he referred me to the job that I'm in now. So like I said, when you make those connections, it pushes you. You never know. So yeah, I became a para. It's through a temp agency, but like I was happy with it because I have no obligation really to the temp agency. Like I could leave at any time, come back at any time, like due to whatever I want to do, whatever. So yeah, I started there, and now that I'm seeing how the school is, like in the school year, I'm actually very hands-on in my classroom. Like my teacher gives me teaching opportunities. I'm mainly focused on one kid, but of course you can't just like sit with a kid and ignore the other kids. So I've formed connections with the other kids. My favorite population is, of course, the people with disabilities. So I form deeper connections with them. Like my school is based on people with learning disabilities, but of course they take in like people with hearing disabilities, actual intellectual disabilities. So excuse me, there's a wide range of kids from all different backgrounds basically. and they come from all different boroughs, so it's really like a big mixing pot of people. Yeah, so like I kept going back and forth this year on whether or not I wanted to be a teacher, and I was like, yeah, I don't think it's for me. And I was asking my teachers and stuff, and I was like, what do you think? Like, I wanted to be a teacher, what do you think? And she was like, yeah, no, because I don't get paid enough to do what I have to do, and I would get paid more because, you know, Target is about to make more money. So she was like, I would get paid more doing, like, working at Target and being a tutor. So I was like, all right, I already wasn't feeling like being a teacher, so yeah, I'm not gonna be a teacher anymore. And then I also am in counseling, so I was speaking to my counselor about it, and she was like, why do you allow people to just switch your thinking? Like, you said you wanted to be a teacher, so be a teacher. Like, if you actually like it, then do it. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna let somebody persuade me so much, so maybe I'll give it a try. But I'm also like, okay, so the big transition, I'm going to graduate with my bachelor's this year. Like, that's a fact. So I'm like, I'm about to graduate, so I need to be an adult now. I need to find an adult job. So I'm taking all like the city tests. I'm trying to get a feel for what I actually wanted to do. I've been saying for like probably since my daughter was born that I wanted to be a cop. So that's always like in the rear view, I guess. And yeah, teaching. And my degree is going to be in accounting. So I was like, all right, if teaching doesn't work out, if the cop doesn't work out, I can be an accountant. Like, either way, I'm going to make money, and I'm going to be an adult about it this year, and I'm going to make huge decisions. So now we're nearing the end of the school year, literally like less than 20 days left in the school year, and I see an opportunity open up. My school is hiring. Like, the school that I'm stationed in is hiring for teachers for September, because right now they have from 1st grade to 4th grade, but they don't want the 4th graders to leave them for 1 year, so they want to expand to 5th grade. And they were also thinking about going to kindergarten. So I was like, okay, we're moving in a positive way, and this is my way in. Like, they already know me, and it'll just work out. Like, when I go work, I don't leave a bad impression on people. Like, they really feel that I'm helpful to the environment. So okay, I went and asked the principal if like I can apply and stuff. She sent me the link. I sent my resume, and I'm like, okay, I'm really doing this. So now this month is going to be focused on like really buckling down and making a difference where I want to see a difference in my life. So yeah, that's where I'm at career-wise. Mentally, I'm a mess. I'm all over the place, and I just floating. Just floating. Wherever the wind pushes me, I'm going. And it's really hard for me because I struggle with depression. So if I'm not feeling stable in a certain part of my life, every part gets like, every part gets like swished around, and I don't know, it's just very hard on me. My environment affects my mental, and that's very real, and I'm seeing it happen much more frequently this year. Well, actually since COVID, it's happening more frequently, and I'm not understanding how to cope really. Like, I'm able to pull myself out most times, but it's mostly in waves, and I don't like that. So I'm trying to change that about myself. I'm trying to dig deeper into why I'm feeling this way and what would make me happier. So yeah, this year it's about switching my environment. Like, I'm really working hard towards that. And the thing that everybody's not speaking about is the recession that we're in, the inflation that's happening. Even with moving, like, I can't move right now financially because everything's rising. A 1-bedroom apartment goes from $1,300 to $1,600. That's not normal. Like, and who can afford that? They want you to make 40 times the amount of the rent in order for you to even get in. And I don't feel like I should have to lie about anything in order to get an apartment. Like, I have a daughter. They want me to not have a kid. Like, honestly, I don't understand it. But, you know, something I wouldn't understand. So yeah, mentally, I'm whoosh. Physically, I'm doing better. What people don't tell you is the effect of birth control, and they keep pushing birth control on young people, and it is detrimental to your well-being. So physically, I'm doing much better because I have taken myself off of birth control completely. Like, I'm no longer doing it. I tried every form of birth control there was. Everyone just doesn't feel right for my body. There's always something happening wrong. So this last one was decent. Like, I tried the NuvaRing. It was decent. I had it for years. I would say like 2, maybe 3 years. I would say 2, because I stopped using it last year in the fall. So, oh, sorry. I'm very uncomfortable in this chair. Okay. Yeah, sorry, train of thought. I stopped using it at the end of last year, and I feel so much better. Like, I was gaining so much weight that I was so annoyed with myself. I thought it was the way that I was eating, because I was going out to eat all the time, and lack of exercise. Of course, lack of exercise, whatever. But it was birth control that was making me gain a lot of weight. I stopped using it and I dropped a pant size, like, instantly. My weight is just dropping. It's falling off of me. I'm not doing much. I'm still doing the same things that I was doing, but like, it's just coming off of me. And I would say, because like originally I got on it because of cystic ovaries, but I feel like it was doing nothing for that. Like, I still had the same pains that I was getting. It was honestly like, I'm on this to just do nothing. Like, nothing was happening differently for me. So I feel like now my body is able to actually like function on its own. And I noticed that like food also contributes to my menstrual cycle, my cysts, my, like, it's everything. It's a lifestyle. Honestly, being a woman is very hard. And I vote against, like, if you have to pick your gender, I'm being a man all day, because this is a lot to go through. Like, I don't need it. Yeah. I guess, like, I never felt confident in recording for this channel because I didn't know what direction I wanted to go into. So I'm kind of like still stuck, but I know that I wanted to record, and I wanted to give you guys an update on where I am. I didn't disappear off the face of the earth. I'm just going through life, and life is hard, as everybody knows. I'm a mom, I go to school, I'm working, and yeah, I'm living. So you guys would help me so much if you guys could put in the comments what you would like to see from me. Yeah, what you want to see from me, what you want to hear from me, what would you like me to explain more about, like what would help you guys feel better about watching me? Tell me. I definitely need a change in scenery when I record, because I know you guys like to live for the visuals, because I live for the visuals. I like to see people outside. I like to see people doing things. So let me know if you would like to see me with people, how I interact with people. That's fine. Outside of family, because I definitely showed you guys family. So if you want to see how I am with friends, I mean, I showed me and my best friend during quarantine, but more friends, I don't have a lot, but somebody different, that's fine. Just let me know. And shout out to Arm & Hammer, because my teeth have been going through it, like, not going through it, but before I wasn't able to say that they were white. Now they're freaking white. So Arm & Hammer, if you want to get your teeth white. I don't even use crest strips. I used that before, like once, no, maybe twice. It helped a little, but Arm & Hammer really like does it without you having to put extra stress on your teeth. So yeah. Oh, when I dyed my hair, you could barely see it, but it's blonde in the front. And that's my life. Bye guys, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. I'm going to try to record more. Editing is what really takes me out, so I'm sorry guys. I don't like to edit. I'm probably not gonna do much editing to this, and I have to find a bunch of stuff that I just lost. So yeah. So guys, thank you for watching again, and I would love to see you in the next video. Please leave a comment. Tell me what you want to see. I'm very, 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 very serious about that. Like, I want to know what you want to see. So bye.